Hello, friends. Welcome back to the third Cindy and Char's B2 podcast. I am Cindy.
And I am Char.
And we were born in the 70s, raised in the 80s, and influenced by the 90s. And we're here now to reminisce with you.
Yes.
So, B2, Char, bestest buddy, do you have a drink with you tonight?
I do, and I've been dying to crack it open because I waited. So I have my fancy cooler here. This is something I've never tried before. I'm going to try to have a new beverage every show. So it's a White Claw, but it's vodka and soda, and it's a peach flavor.
Okay.
Is the light messing it up?
Nope, I can see it.
Okay, yeah. So what do you have?
I actually have some wine in a little glass that's from Prairie, but my wine that I'm drinking is a little bit cheaper than that. It is a Barefoot Riesling. And yeah, it's pretty good. I got it for $3, so awesome.
So real quick, funny story. My mom used to drink wine out of the box when we were kids.
Okay.
And we would make ourselves wine spritzers.
Yeah.
When we were teenagers, me and my brother. Did we ever make one? Did you ever make one with me? Oh yeah. So they were for cooking. She would get the boxed wine for cooking, and we'd make ourselves little wine coolers. Anyway, so this is the peach White Claw. That's the vodka. So
all right.
That's delicious. I mean, it's peach. Anything peach is good. It's sweet. It might actually be a little bit too sweet.
Okay.
But I've always added vodka to my Trulies and
even better,
my seltzers. So the fact that they already put it in here for me is great. It's really sweet though. It's good. Remember making fuzzy navels?
Or I do.
What did we call them? Hairy belly buttons. Do you remember that?
I do.
We call them hairy belly buttons.
Yes.
It kind of tastes like that. It's like peachy like that.
Do you remember when we went to a rave in Sacramento on your 21st birthday?
Yes.
And we were at the bar and they yelled out that they had a special on melon sours.
Midori sours. Wasn't it Midori sours?
Yeah, melon. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Same thing.
Yes. And so
it was like $5.
No, Char.
Oh, they were $1.
They were less than $1. So we got to
really.
We were yes, because
I do remember that.
Yes,
and we stayed at your sister's.
Yes,
right?
we did.
Did we stay at your sister's?
Yes, we did, because we remember you wanted to go for a rave. And
so we really want to go to a rave.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember wanting to go to a rave. I do remember wanting to go like real clubbing.
Yes.
And so we were in like old Sacramento.
Yes.
And
I found a bar called The Rave.
Okay.
It was the best I could do. It wasn't a rave.
Oh, that's what. Okay. I'm like, really? I wanted to go to a rave? That doesn't sound like me at all, but
it was the best I could do.
I remember my outfit from that night too. I remember what I was wearing for my 21st birthday. I was
wearing a little black dress.
I was wearing, it was like a skirt. It was shorts and the skirt, and it was black, but it was really cute. I remember that.
Oh, the days.
I know the days.
Okay.
Like
so
when we were 21. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, didn't know what the heck we were doing.
You're right.
Okay. So tonight I have decided that we're just going to talk about more 80s trends. I don't feel like we really got enough last time, and we could probably just talk about 80s trends for the rest of our lives and it would be fine.
Absolutely.
So first on the agenda, people, we're going to revisit the whole Aquanet conversation.
There was your sister, as a matter of fact, remembered that was the one.
One sister. The other sister remembered purple.
Oh, I missed her comment.
Yeah. Well, she texted me or something.
Well, that doesn't count then.
It does count. So did
but
you
we were both right. We were both right.
Yes, there was a purple can and there was a white can. I remember specifically when I told you in my big old purse, I would put my Aquanet in there. It was dark. I know it was a dark can. It was not white. So maybe you needed the white one, but
I needed the white one because my hair is super thin and fine. So the white one was the extra super strength or whatever. It was like So I use the white one with the pink.
Okay, well, I use the purple one. So okay. So I guess
we're both right.
We're both right. That'll work. But I want to talk a little bit more about Aquanet because the hair, we had the tall bangs, we had the wings, but not just girls. So boys had the mullets, which have come back, and I think they're already gone again.
No, they're not here in the Pacific Northwest.
Okay, well, in the
they're
Midwest,
riding strong.
no, they're already gone here.
Oh,
but do you remember the rat tail?
Oh, yeah.
Boys. So they would have...
Those are still around too, my friend. We literally just saw one like a couple weeks ago. We're like, what the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're bad. And I think it was just more to remember how long your hair was.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah. Do you remember how we would do our hair to get the wings?
Oh, you'd
hold the brush up, spray it, and then blow dry it, and then take the brush.
And it's like...
Same with the top.
Oh, yeah.
To get the bangs.
Yeah.
Hold it up with your brush and then spray and then,
It kind of reminds me of the movie There's Something About Mary, except we only used hairspray.
I have a soap dispenser in my downstairs bathroom that if you're not careful, it'll... Yeah, it happened to one of my girlfriends a couple weeks ago. She's like, it was like straight out of Something About Mary. It was
hanging.
Yeah. I'm like, sorry.
So speaking of Aquanet, it definitely did its job, folks. It held your hair.
Yes.
And you could respray and respray until you got to the point where you've sprayed just a little bit too much. And then all of a sudden you have this white crust that looks like dandruff or something.
Yep.
However, it would not come out.
It was gummy.
Right. You'd wash your hair with shampoo and you'd get out and it was still there. And I finally, of course it took me all those years to finally figure out baking soda.
Yes.
Baking
I was
soda.
just going to say baking soda. Yep.
If you rub baking soda on that spot and then went in the shower and washed your hair, it was gone. But that's kind of disgusting. Like what were we thinking?
I remember it being like gummy. And one of my mom's best friends would do our spiral perms. And I would go to get my hair permed or whatever. And she's like, oh my God, Char, you need to use baking soda to get this out. And I was like, oh, okay. And then
maybe that's how I figured it out. Maybe you told me.
Maybe.
Probably.
Maybe.
So yes, speaking of spiral perms. So spiral perms were the coolest ever. I loved my spiral perm, but I had these short bangs and you did not perm the bangs. So the bangs were straight, but then, it was long and these rods, they were like, yay long, this skinny. And, depending on how long your hair was, they would, go from the middle and roll it up. And then there was a big circle like this. And then they do the other half of the hair with another one. And then, so your whole head was filled with these circles. Oh yeah. And you'd sit there for hours letting it process and it stunk like a rotten egg fart or something. It was disgusting, and it was expensive back then too.
Oh yeah. Your spiral perm that you had with your senior portraits was really cute. But do you remember the bad spiral perm, the bad perm that you got? I just remember you kept washing your hair and you were brushing it, hoping to get it out.
Well, do you want to know why it was bad? Because I asked him to slither my hair, which apparently that was some kind of, I don't know. And
isn't that a Harry Potter thing?
A slither in, maybe. so, and I don't know anything about cutting hair, so maybe whatever, but he took the hair and he went like that.
Oh yeah.
And so I guess I was wanting layers. I probably wanted that 80s rock band hair or whatever. What I ended up with was a spiral perm with 3 layers. So I had
It was bad.
Oh, it was so bad. Yeah, it was bad. I think it was either sophomore or junior year. It was horrid. And I was,
it was a bad one.
It took a while.
What about electric blue mascara? Remember electric blue mascara? That's made a comeback also. What is wrong with these? First of all, get your own identities. This is all stuff that we had 30 years ago. So stop trying to steal our stuff. But second of all, it was not a good idea in the 80s. It's not a good idea now. Stop it already.
I thought it was cute, and I still think it's cute, but it looked way cuter on blonde people. Like I'd put it on, you could only see it if maybe the sun hit it just the right way and you might see a hint of blue. Yours, you
Right.
could actually see the blue.
Yeah. I don't
It's
know. Maybe I should try it because they have other colors too. It's not like now you can go to, your local drugstore and buy different color mascaras. They have red and blue
ew,
and
red would be,
purple. Yeah.
I think
Okay.
red would be
Maybe I'll try
creepy.
some and next week. Okay. Wait, next week when we record,
Are you
maybe
going to have some?
I'll put some electric blue mascara on. We'll see. We'll see if
Okay.
it looks better on blondes.
Okay. Yes, we'll see. So with makeup, do you remember what we used to keep all of our makeup in? Caboodles.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Remember?
Oh yeah. I thought you meant. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh yeah, the caboodles. Yeah.
Right.
I
So
still have one.
I wish I had one. But listen to this. So I was talking to Chris about it, about the
Mm-hmm.
caboodles,
Mm-hmm.
and it's pretty much just a tackle box for girls to put their
Yeah.
makeup in. I was like,
Totally.
that is
Yeah.
a good idea. Yeah, I should. I like to fish, so perfect.
It worked out.
But
Oh yeah.
so on makeup, I want to talk about a couple other ones.
Okay.
I think it was everybody's favorite. It was Mary Kay Pearl lip gloss, that pink pearl lip gloss. Do you remember it?
I remember Girl Scouts having a Mary Kay consultant come, and
Really?
wait, was that my aunt? My aunt was a hairdresser. She came one time and like washed all of our hair.
I don't remember.
A Mary Kay consultant came.
Just to like wash our faces or something.
Yeah, like showed us skincare and yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. I don't remember it, but that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Mary Kay, you were talking about the lip gloss. I don't remember. I don't. Again, that was something expensive, so
Yeah.
I'm not going to spend this whole podcast talking about how poor and unfortunate I was as a child, like I did the last one.
Right.
But Mary Kay was expensive, and there was no way that my
That's
parents would have ever.
right. Yeah, I think that was really the only thing I had. But we also had Wet and Wild. Wet and
Oh,
Wild
yeah.
was the brand, and it was cheap. I was thinking about perfumes. The one I used to like was
Exclamation.
no, I did not like that.
You didn't like exclamation?
No, but my
Giorgio.
yes,
yes,
I liked the Giorgio, or at least the one. What was the generic? It said if you like Giorgio, you'll love. And it was in a yellow bottle.
Yep.
But
and
I
a yellow
liked
box.
Malibu Musk.
That's right.
I liked Malibu Musk.
Yep. It wasn't it like a greenish blue
Yes.
container? Yeah. I do remember that one.
Definitely.
I don't know if I actually wore exclamation or not. I just remember it was the white bottle and the cap made like an exclamation point in black. Yeah.
Yes, my boyfriend that I had right after high school, he wanted me to wear it, and
does his name start with an L? That one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one. But one more makeup. What about the lip gloss with the little rollerball kissing potion?
That's what I was just going to say. I was going to remind you. Yes.
I could not wait to wear it and then be able to kiss a boy. Like, I just thought it was going to be the coolest thing.
Do you remember when you used to call it F kissing because you thought French kissing was a bad word? Do you remember I told you what a whorehouse was, but I don't even remember if the definition I gave you was actually correct or not, but I acted like I knew what a whorehouse was.
Was it because of that movie, The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas? Did you watch that one? Okay.
I just remember we were in elementary school and I was educating you on what a whorehouse was. And again, I don't remember. Do you remember what I told you a whorehouse was? Do you remember that though?
No.
Oh, I do, but I don't remember the explanation I gave you.
No.
Well, I just remember thinking
I do know what it is. So maybe it was because of you, Shar. I'm not sure. Okay. So I want to talk about music. And do we remember back in the day, MTV was the best. That was, you actually had videos to watch, not a bunch of, I don't care for it now. I don't even know what's on it now, but it turned into a bunch
reality
of
TV.
Reality TV. I mean, but the other thing is nowadays to find new music or hear new music. I mean, there's so many avenues to go to. Back then you had the radio. And then you also, when you were going to buy some music, you had to go to the, to the store. And sometimes you could listen to things that they might have a tape that you could listen to. So, but you literally, if you heard a song on the radio that you liked, you had to go buy the tape and then listen to the whole thing and hope that you liked it. Hope it wasn't just a one-hit wonder.
Yep.
And remember how cool it was that you could actually read the lyrics, and you'd open up the whole the tape thing, and you'd read them.
Right.
Yeah, it was.
That's right. I totally forgot the lyrics were inside the cassette.
Yes, that was the best. But yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, do you remember? So even back in the 80s, there was still a little bit of like reality TV on MTV. So they did the spring break.
Oh, yes.
Remember, they would always do the spring break parties. But one of my favorites was Remote Control. Remember the game show, Remote Control?
Do. Yes.
Yeah. And then awesome. there was the dating game one that's where Jenny McCarthy started. She and Carmen Electra, I think.
Oh, really?
But those I used to like, specifically Remote Control. And at the end, they were in the Craftmatic adjustable bed. They were strapped to it, and there were like 10 different screens, and they would have to like start with the first one and name the video. So they'd be like, Michael Jackson Thriller, and then move to the second one, third one, fourth. And if they got through all of them, then they won.
I guess I don't remember that, but
wait, you don't remember it?
No.
The game show or that part?
That part. No,
okay. It was at the very end. So they would have 3 contestants sitting in recliners, and they would have to answer questions. If they Cindy, if they at some point they finally like got disqualified out of the game, and the recliner would go back through the wall, and
go ahead.
The recliner would like take them, they would crash through the wall, and they were gone. So then when it got to the final person, that's the person that would go to the, final round, and they would be in the Craftmatic adjustable bed. You'll have to find it on YouTube.
I do. And then they had the VJs. Remember the VJs?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So there was Downtown Julie Brown, and there was Pauly Shore. Excuse me.
Your kitty's trying to steal our spotlight.
She is.
She's thirsty.
Yeah, she's trying to show her butt. She needs fans.
She's such a whore.
Let's see. So MTV. So there would always be like the top 10 video countdown. One that I remember the most was, I feel like it was maybe 7th grade ish, maybe 8th grade. I'd ride the bus home, which it was quite far that it would drop me off. And if I ran all the way home, I could make it just for the number 1. So I missed the whole countdown except for the first one. And for the longest time, it was Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer.
Oh, yeah.
And I wanted to watch that video every single day, apparently. So I would run, and I'd get there just in time to watch some of it. And I was just like, oh, it's so great.
Yeah. I don't remember watching the countdowns, but I did have a friend, probably in junior high. Her mom worked graveyards, so she was always home alone. So I would go to her house and hang out with her. She smoked cigarettes, and like, she was super cool. She was older than me, I think, but I tried smoking a cigarette with her and thinking I was cool. And I just remember feeling sick to my stomach. Like, it made me sick.
Yes.
And I was trying to be cool. But she would always watch Headbangers Ball.
I loved Headbangers Ball.
Yeah.
I remember my mom watched it. I don't know. She watched it. And the next day she's like, Cindy, you have to watch Winger. He's so cute.
Yeah, he is.
He is cute. And have you seen him lately? He's still very good looking for, yes. But here I was listening to him sing, oh, she's only 17, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, as an adult, I was like, ew, creeper.
Yeah.
But when I was 17, I thought it was cool, apparently.
Well, when we were 17 and some old dude was checking us out, remember what we would always say? Okay, Dad. Or if like when we were 17, if he was 30, we were like, okay, Grandpa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you had mentioned riding the bus and having to run home. Do you know that the only time I ever got to ride the bus is when I went to your
Yes.
house?
Yes. Because you always
Yeah.
just had to walk home.
I wanted to ride the bus so bad, and the only time I got to ride it was when I went to your house. And they did. They would drop us off down on
But it was
oh yeah,
way
yeah.
around there. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was several blocks.
Several blocks.
Yes.
That's what I was complaining about this a couple years ago to some of my friends that have kids, and I'm like, what the hell is this now? Like the
Oh, right
bus
at your
literally
corner.
stops at every, like it'll come down a small side street and stop
Yes.
3 times.
Right.
I'm like, I remember they would drop you off on the main street, and
Oh,
you're
yeah.
and my friend was like, yeah, Shard, back then they weren't snatching kids. Now they have to go door. I'm like, I don't know. I think kids are just lazy. This is just contributing to the epidemic that we have of lazy kids in the United States.
Right. Right.
They
Exactly.
they basically have door-to-door service. I'm like, I walked, how far do you think it was from the high school to my house?
Well, I actually
Look, 2 miles.
No, it wasn't, because I looked up how far it was from my house to your house.
Oh, we
It
used
was
to ride bicycles.
It was 2.5 miles. That's it.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
See, well, when you're toting a freaking bass clarinet, that's a
Yes.
long ways.
Yes,
That's a long
definitely.
ways.
So I want to talk about something else.
Okay.
So I had a couple more things to say about makeup. So we
Okay,
have to go
okay.
back to that for just a minute.
Okay.
So do you remember having the crappy eyeliner crayons that you had to have a lighter in your
Yes!
makeup
Yep,
to warm
yep,
it
yep,
up so it would
yep.
actually write on there?
Yep. Yep.
And then also back then in the
Yep.
80s, it was very popular to have use Noxzema. Do you remember the
Oh,
Noxzema
yes.
girl
Oh,
commercial?
yeah.
She was
Oh, yeah.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
I wanted to be like the Noxzema girl. So I got some Noxzema and washed my face with it, and it totally broke my face
you
out. I'm like, okay, water it is, or not even
Yeah.
washing it, it is. So I just wanted.
I do remember I went through a very short phase of acne, and it was mostly just on my forehead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
I didn't
I
have
mean,
it really bad.
Yeah, everybody did. Yeah.
Most everybody. You
Yeah.
didn't.
Well, I was lucky. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do something a little bit different this time. I wanted us each to tell a funny story that might be entertaining to our listeners.
Okay.
So, Shar, do you have something ready?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is actually really embarrassing, but also funny.
Okay, let's hear it.
So I think it was 7th grade, maybe 8th grade, I had a huge crush on the cutest boy, JPS.
Yes,
the
I know
initials.
exactly. Yes.
You know who I'm talking about?
I do.
Later, their family,
Any boy with two first names?
Right.
Okay.
Automatic hottie.
Right.
But his family ended up moving in across the street from us, and me and his sister became pretty good friends, and I was over at their house all the time, and then it was no big deal. But before all that happened, we had Matt together, the robot guy.
Yes.
That would always play the answers on the cassette tape. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So we were in his class, and JPS sat next to me. He was in the row next to me, but we were right across from each other. Classroom was quiet. I don't remember what we were doing, but I was short. I still am. I'm 5'7".
Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
Yeah. I think, did you turn into a dude? You just added 5 inches.
Yeah, I did. I always tell people I'm 5'7". They're like, really? What? I'm like, yeah, trust me. Really, I'm 5'2". Anyways, so my feet never really touched the ground. So in this, we didn't have the old, like the elementary school desks. It was a desk with a chair.
Right.
That, so I'm sitting there in class and I'm swinging my feet and I it just came out. And I just remember like looking over at him and he was looking at me. We did not discuss it, obviously, but I'm pretty sure he heard. I was devastated. Absolutely devastated. I don't think I cried about it, or maybe I did. I don't know. I'm sure I immediately came and told you about it.
Oh, yes.
But yeah, I was swinging my feet. It's all. Yeah.
That's great. Okay, well, I have one too. So I think it was probably around the same age, maybe 7th, 8th grade ish, maybe even 9th. I don't know. I have to ask you, what was the cow field that was in between the elementary school and your old neighborhood? What
Farmer
was?
McGee.
I thought it was Farmer McGee, and I thought, wait, am I mixing that up with just Farmer
No,
McGee?
he would shoot us with salt rock because we had cut through his pasture and he didn't
Yeah.
like it.
Okay.
We would also swim in his irrigation ditch when it was filled up to feed his cows or to water his cows.
Okay. So I remember you telling me that. And, I had always heard that there was a rumor that there was a Brahma bull in that field. So my boyfriend in junior high, we had gone to the fair and then we were walking home. And to cut through that field, you're not supposed to, but it takes so much time off if you could just cut through this field. And so, of course, he's like, let's just cut through the field. And, I'm scared. We're not supposed to, we're going to get in trouble. And I heard there's a Brahma bull. And he's like, that's going to be fine. So we do, of course. And so, and I was wearing my Birkenstocks, I remember, but so we're walking through
the pink ones I ended up with.
Yes. So we're walking through the cow field and I am on high alert. I'm just like tense. I'm looking at every cow. I'm like, oh my God, where's the Brahma bull? Where's the Brahma bull? Because there's nowhere to run. Like there's nothing. There's just a field.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just not worried at all, but I am just like so scared. And so we're walking in a line and there's a cow that we're going to walk past. And I'm just like, we can't go by the cow. And he's like, don't worry about it. It's fine. And, so we walk past it and he slaps it on the butt and it goes, like that. I freaked out. I took off running. It was like a fight or flight. And obviously I'm not going to fight a cow. So flight. So I took off running. I ran and ran and ran and I ran. And this was probably the irrigation ditch because I don't know. There was a ditch. I ran and so it ran up this little thing and there was a ditch. Mm-hmm. So I leaped and I landed splat on the other end of the ditch and I'm clawing my way up the ditch to get to the other side covered in dirt and everything. And I get up there and I turn around and there is my boyfriend and the cow both standing there staring at me like,
what is she doing? Yeah, the cow's looking at him. He's looking at the cow like, I don't know.
The cow's like, yeah. And he was just laughing like, what are you doing? I was so scared. Anyway, so that's my cow
over
story.
A cow. Yeah, yes. I remember one time my cousin was over at the house, my female cousin, who was a troublemaker. The one time I got taken to the police station was because of her. I was released and I didn't get in trouble, but it was because of her. But she had come over and we called it doing Pete Roses. So when the irrigation ditch, he would fill it to water his cows and then it would empty. Well, when it would empty, it was just this really super silky, like soft mud. And so we would play in the irrigation ditch and we would just run and do like Pete Roses. We would run and like slide on our bellies. And we were covered from head to toe in mud. We were trying to get back in the house because the Farmer McGee's pasture was right behind our house. We shared a fence. So we decided we were going to sneak into the garage, which is where the laundry room was in our house. Mm-hmm. And we were going to change clothes so we didn't get in trouble. But in order to get to the garage, we had to run past the sliding glass door that was to the kitchen and the dining room, which is where our parents were, drinking and playing cards. So they saw all three of us run by one at a time. My mom comes out into the garage. She goes, what the hell are you guys doing? We're literally covered from head to toe in mud. So she took us out in the backyard and sprayed us off with the cold hose.
Awesome.
And then we all had to sit on the couch with naked, covered with a towel while our clothes dried. Because my mom wasn't going to let us dirty another pair of clothes. That was our punishment. But yeah, that was Farmer McGee's yard.
Okay. Yeah.
And he would shoot us with salt rock.
Well,
he literally would shoot people with salt rock.
Well, I made it out alive, fortunately.
Yeah, thank God.
That Brahma bull didn't get me. So we are at trivia time. Do you have trivia for me?
I do. Okay, so it might be kind of hard.
We both did the same thing.
I know. Get ready. Okay, so it might be kind of hard, but here's the trivia. So we all loved sitcoms in the 80s.
Okay.
We watched all of them. So I'm going to give you the character name and you tell me who played that character and or the show.
Okay.
So for example, if I was to say...
No, just start.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay. Kevin Arnold.
Fat Albert?
No.
Wait, Kevin Arnold?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Okay. So what kind of hint do you want? Do you want the show or do you want the actor?
The actor.
Okay, so then if I tell you the actor, maybe you can tell me the show.
Sounds good.
Okay, so Kevin Arnold, played by Fred Savage.
Oh, Wonder Years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I didn't watch that a ton, so.
Okay, this one I think you'll get because I'm pretty sure you were a fan of this show.
Okay.
Mallory Keaton.
Oh, that was Family Ties.
And who was the actress?
I can picture her, and she has a famous brother.
Uh-huh. Her brother has a podcast that's one of my favorite podcasts.
I know, but I can't think of her name.
Well, her brother is Justin Bateman.
Oh, so she's Justine Bateman.
Yes.
Okay. I can picture her.
Mike Seaver.
That is from... Okay, all I can remember... The guy, his friend's name is Boner.
Yep.
Kirk Cameron.
Yes.
What is... Growing Pains.
Good job. Okay, bonus. There are two actors who had guest roles on Growing Pains that are very famous today. Do you know who?
No.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, okay.
And Brad Pitt. They were both on Growing Pains.
Totally did not know that.
Yep. Leonardo DiCaprio, I think he was like a cousin or he was somebody that had come and stayed with them. He was on for a couple seasons too.
Okay.
Okay. This one might be a little harder, though I'm positive you watched the show. Angela Bauer.
Oh, that's Who's the Boss?
Mm-hmm.
And that was Judith Light.
Yes.
Tony Danza and Alyssa Milano.
Yeah,
I loved that show. And I don't remember the grandma's real name, but she was Mona. I don't know her real name.
Catherine something.
I love Who's the Boss.
Do you know so Sam, the daughter, played by Alyssa Milano, because they were from Brooklyn, she had a friend that came to visit. Do you know who that actress was? Who played her friend from Brooklyn, a smart mouth girl? She's still a smart mouth lady. Leah Remini. She was her best friend from Brooklyn.
Well, now, yes, I remember that now. Yep. Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Okay. This one might be harder. I keep saying that and you're like just slam dunking them. David Addison. This one I had to actually, I was thinking of the character and the show and I couldn't remember the name. Okay, so David Addison.
David Addison. I'm thinking David Green from like 90210, which is not David Addison. Okay, I don't know. Give me a hint.
So, do you want the actor or the show?
I want the actor.
Okay, Bruce Willis.
Okay, it is Moonlighting.
Yes.
I actually I started watching it again and it was really bad. Now, it wasn't as entertaining.
It was great then.
Yeah. And I don't remember who was with him.
Sybil Shepherd.
Sybil. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I was thinking the girl off of Romancing the Stone, which was
no. Yeah. Okay. So this one I'm pretty confident you'll get.
Okay.
Diane Chambers.
That was Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
And she was the waitress. And then there was Woody Harrelson started on that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, wasn't his name Woody in Cheers also?
It was. Yeah.
So what's the real person's name?
Diane Long.
Diane Chambers was the character name.
Long.
You got the Long.
I don't know.
Shelley Long.
Oh, Shelley. Yeah.
Okay, this one Super easy. This is a gimme. I'm totally giving. This is low hanging fruit.
It better be.
I'm lobbing this right into you. Steve Urkel.
Yes, that would be Family Matters.
Yep.
And his real name?
I knew you would get Family Matters.
I don't remember his. I mean, I've seen it lately, but I don't remember it.
Jaleel White.
Yeah, I wasn't going to remember.
You weren't going to get that?
No,
okay,
not at all.
This one I'll be very disappointed if you don't get it. Because as soon as I say it, everybody watching, especially every man, if we have any men that listen to this, they're going to be like, oh, yeah. Kelly Kapowski.
Oh, Saved by the Bell.
Mm-hmm.
And that was played by... I don't know. I can't. I'm drawing a blank, but I got the show.
Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I think she just goes by Tiffany Thiessen now, but back then she was Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this one also, I know you'll get the show, but I don't know if you'll remember the actor's actual name.
Okay.
David Puddy.
Oh, Seinfeld.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And his real name. No, I don't know.
Patrick Warburton.
I didn't know that.
He also ended up doing a show with David Spade and Kate Hudson's brother. I forget his name. What was it? It was an engaged couple, a married couple, and a single guy. And it followed their... It was a really funny, but...
I don't think I've seen it. He also played the Tick.
Yes. Yeah.
I love the Tick.
Okay, I only have one more. And this one, I know you'll for sure get the show, but I don't know if you'll remember her name.
Okay.
Vanessa Huxtable.
So that would be The Cosby Show.
Yeah.
And that is, I'm sure, well, I don't know which one she was. Is it whoever that girl was that was married to Jason Momoa?
That was Lisa Bonet, and that is not her.
I don't know who the other one was. Oh, where was it? The mom. No, it wasn't the mom.
No,
I don't know her name.
Tempest Bledsoe.
Dude, okay, I'm gonna make next week's trivia hard for you. These were hard.
You got this. You got the shows. You got every one of the shows,
except for the first one, I think.
Family Ties. No, you got Family Ties, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you. Got,
I missed one.
I think you got all the shows.
Okay. Well, all right. Okay. Well, I think that we have done enough for today. Yeah. So give us those likes and comments. We love it. Give us your memories too. We love to hear those as well. And until next time, we'll talk to you later.
Bye.